Thank you to TokyoTreat and Sakuraco for sponsoring today's video. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to revisit something that I haven't done in a long while. So I was looking through some of my Genshin work and I remember doing this particular one, which I believe I was drawing Genshin little like chibi emote stickers in my style. So I have this one and these sketches as well, but I thought it'd be fun to do some of the Fontaine characters. So let's go ahead and do that. I already went ahead and sent a few to myself on my phone so that I could have some to pick from. So let's go ahead and make a new canvas. So I don't know how big I want to make these or how many I'm going to do today. Let's do maybe like an A4 piece of paper. Change the background to be a bit more softer. So my plan is I think I'm gonna do a little bit of like coloring and rendering of these versions as well, similar to how I did the last ones. But because I want to fill as many as I can onto this canvas, I don't want to spend like a super big amount of time on each one of them. Otherwise, this video will probably be too long. So let's go ahead and start. So I already have a plan, at least for the bottom portion, because there are some cute ones. I'll put them on the screen so I don't have to keep showing my phone, of Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, which is like look, don't look, and look. So I think that's kind of cute. So I'm going to try my best to do that one first. So let's go ahead and draw Fremine in the center, and I'll add Lynette and Linny to the sides of him. Switch over to sketch, and I think this will be also a fun way to practice expressions. I know I did like a few with like my chibi version, like the chibi versions of my OCs like a little while ago. So luckily, Fremine only has one eye visible, so it makes it a little bit easier to kind of get myself back used to drawing again. I haven't drawn on my iPad in a few days, I feel like, or a week. Can't forget his freckles. I don't know if he only has them on his cheeks. I don't think he does. I think it's like kind of sprinkled across his face. But I do like the combination of these three emotes together. I think it's just cute because it looks like they're gesturing to Fremine. I feel like I made his face so small. So let's use the liquify tool to kind of lengthen his face a little bit. So we have Pear as well. Oh, I didn't notice he's actually covering Pear's eyes, which I think is very cute. Fremine is definitely one of my favorite characters, just because he's so freaking adorable, but I also really like his design and color palette. I also have to pull up a reference of what he looks like normally, because the chibi version is definitely like a lot more simplified. I was thinking of making this one another like sketching session, but it's been a bit since I've done one that's more like casual talking in real time with more of a coloring session, I guess. So I'm not drawing exactly how the sticker emote has it. I'm just kind of drawing how I see fits, but still trying to at least have like the pose or the general feeling of the emote to be similar. Okay, let's throw in Linny and Lynette. So Lynette's on this side, so I'm gonna draw her on a different layer. Lynette and Linny to be looking more directly at us. Okay, let's erase some of these stray lines just to keep everything nice and clean. So I think by the time this video comes out, hopefully I've watched it, but I'm planning on watching Dungeon Meshi. So maybe in the future I'll do fan art for it, because I already really like the characters, and I did read a little bit of it before planning to technically watch it. So I'm gonna measure out her face a little bit more to be similar to the size of Fremine's. Put on the confetti. So for Lynette, I haven't really drawn Lynette that much, so let's look her up. So you can tell I'm in more of a sketching mood because I'm even like unconsciously just shading things how I would if I were to just sketch it out. Okay, Lynette, we'll have Linny a little bit taller. I guess I'll draw it on the same layer. Make him a bit taller, because I think he's the eldest, right? Just because it is a little bit too large compared to how I drew the other two. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. So once again, the head's a little large compared to the rest. I think I'm realizing that this is like, I think my third time redrawing Genshin emotes. I forgot I did one about Hatham and Yao Yao. Why am I so tired? It's only 1 AM. Okay, let's I was gonna say eliminate. Let's erase little parts of Fremine. Confetti. Maybe yeah, I'll do like the confetti stuff probably after I color, so I'll just add the small pieces here and there. Okay, so we have our favorite Fontaine siblings. I'm actually gonna come back tomorrow morning. I'm too sleepy. So we'll draw a new Violet once I get back, which you guys will see in like a few seconds. So while past me sleeps, I wanted to talk to you guys more about TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. Experience Japan from the comfort of your own home with their beautifully packed snack boxes. TokyoTreat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box with 20 of their latest exclusive and limited edition seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. January's box is New Year's themed, and it's filled with snacks that are inspired by Japan's Oshogatsu or New Year's holiday, such as the Lucky Red and White Kit Kat, Age Mochi or deep fried mochi, and Itomen Yamai Soba. I'll let you guys know in advance that the mochi snack is kind of one of my favorites from this box. While Sakuraco is an authentic Japanese snack subscription box, Sakuraco supports local Japanese snack makers, and each box comes with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, but also includes Japanese teas and a Japanese tableware. They have partnered with Hiroshima's government to bring a unique box filled with delicacies and cultural treasures, carefully curated snack selection which includes Hiroshima's finest treats like lemon mochi, banana baumkuchen, New Year senbei, and the omikuji candy. For the month of January, they included this beautiful neko furushiki, so neko as in cat, and then furushiki is a traditional wrapping cloth. I got mine in the color red this time, and you can see all the cute little lucky cats on it as a cute little pattern. Both boxes come with a 24-page cultural guide, and the booklet includes information on each of the snacks in the box. This includes cultural information relating to that month and the location, also includes the allergen information and ingredients for each of the snacks, and if the snack is vegetarian friendly or not. Each month has a different theme, meaning that you get to try out a whole new selection of new treats and snacks for every month. For example, TokyoTreat's box theme for the month of January is New Year's Snack and Party, while Sakuraco's theme is the New Year's in Hiroshima. So let's try out the tea from the Sakuraco box. I haven't really ever heard of a matcha azuki tea before, but azuki beans have been boiled and then are roasted to create that kind of familiar sweetness from other red bean desserts that you might have had before. Also, super big plus that this one is caffeine free. So as for my favorites from this month's box, I really enjoyed the Setochi lemon mochis alongside their olive and wine vinegar noriten. But also, the Omi Kuji candy was very fun, even though I got the small fortune, which happens to be the green apple flavor. Still very tasty, and I love the fact that it changes from grape to a different flavor, so you really don't know what you're gonna get at first. As for TokyoTreat's box, the Kit Kat was a nice subtle change as it had a mixture of both white and milk chocolate, and I think it looks really cute. But I also really love the Age Mochi bites as it has a really lovely kind of like crunch in that soy sauce flavor, and I really like the taiyaki, which you can never really go wrong with the classic red bean flavor, even though I'm not the biggest fan of beans in general. I'll accept red beans though. So if you would like to get a box for yourself or want to give these as a lovely gift to friends and family, since we just passed kind of like the holiday seasons, and I feel like a lot of the snacks, especially in the Sakuraco box, has a lot of snacks that you can share amongst several people. So please check the link in the description to get your boxes today. And thank you again to Sakuraco and TokyoTreat for sponsoring today's video. So let's get back to hopefully whenever I wake up. Okay, so I kind of lied. It's now the early afternoon. So let's go ahead and draw Nouvelette, because I believe that's what I said last night that I was going to draw. I don't know, because I could do one larger one and then two smaller ones. Actually, I think it would be kind of cute if, let me look up a reference of him. We do Riceley as the larger one. So I have a reference of him on my phone, plus the emote as well. So I'll just kind of pan between the two. Give him sharper, kind of stern eyes. Also, I did do a check, but hopefully the check was accurate. Because I remember last time, because I installed like a new program, it kind of fiddled with my audio settings. So I feel like last time there was like a gate, a noise gate. So hopefully it's off this time. I was like cleaning out my room and cleaning out a lot of art supplies, and I forgot I had this untouched set of oil pastels. I feel like I want to watch some videos on how to use them, because I've never really used them like super properly. I also feel like I should do yoga in the morning. I keep waking up like feeling my back and all my bones are creaking. And then we'll play Tetris with whoever can fit in that upper space kind of properly. So, yeah, I haven't drawn Riceley all that much. I think I've done that one sketch page on Ibis Paint of him, which were very derpy looking doodles. And then I did that one more finished rendered piece, but I don't really like it. So maybe, I don't know, I have so many contenders for pieces that I want to redraw. But I feel like for the redraw, I want to do a little bit more research into like actually what I want to fix. Because a lot of them tends to be either the face of the figure plus like their background or their setting. I just really like his hair. I don't know if it's because it's so like, it's a little messy, but it's also like kind of fluffy and poofy in a way. Yeah, let's shrink him down so I can fit his entire hair and more of his hands into here. So I feel like they're gonna be cut off. I thought I was gonna draw him like significantly larger, but I keep shrinking him smaller and smaller. That kind of works. I don't think I alternated it correctly, but... Okay, let's fit one more person up here. I kind of want to do Nouvelette. Let's see. We could also do Charlotte. Charlotte's expression would be very cute. Because she'd be kind of tiny right here. Just so we can vary up the expressions, because Nouvelette's a little bit more neutral. So I'm gonna try to keep the same look. I love how they give her kind of like a cat mouth. Once again, straight lines. Okay, I'm gonna lower this one shoulder and raise this one. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and start coloring. Duplicate this. Set this one to multiply, so we have a backup. And I'm actually gonna quickly block in, I think all three of these individually. So. Areas that need to be cleaned up, because I'm kind of trying to do this part quickly because I don't have to make it super accurate. I would like to do more of like the dramatic looking ones next time, but maybe like I'll section it off so that they're individual drawings rather than just one gigantic canvas like this. Okay, so now with Alpha Lock, I don't have to worry about any of the colors kind of bleeding anywhere else. So let's put in skin tone first. I know like Linny and Lynette are gonna look funny for a bit, but hopefully I can fix them a little bit more once we start to render. Let's darken it up, add a little bit more, almost like a rosiness to them. Mixing this kind of blue color that I took from his eye. The shadow color, just to keep things a little bit more vibrant. Because I can definitely just keep making things more and more kind of like desaturated and warm. Okay, so shadows. So the bad thing of what I'm doing right now, and this is sometimes a bad habit that I have, is the fact that I leave a lot of things too vague during this phase and expect myself to kind of correct and fix it when I render. Yeah, we'll fix it up after. Because sometimes I like when it's a little bit more simple in terms of the shading. I forget which one it is, but it feels like it's like more sticker-like. Okay, the coloring for them I think is done. Like I said, I'm keeping it a little bit on the simple side. Because we can also spruce it up a lot more if we really wanted to, but... Also, I think I mentioned this like probably at the beginning of the year. I'm planning to hopefully stream more. I think I'll stream more once I move my setup to a different room. So I was having this conversation with my brother. It's like, is it more beneficial to have your workspace like in the same space where you tend to rest and stuff? And I feel like I'm in that state where I would probably be more productive if my setup was in a different room, or at least a different area than where I tend to want to like relax and stuff. If you guys still play Genshin, do let me know who you're waiting for to summon. I know there's only a few leaked characters so far, or like rumored characters or leaked characters, whichever. Do let me know. Because I think I'm still waiting for Clorand? I also forgot the color in that confetti. That's okay. We can add them in once we start to merge everything. Yeah, I'm gonna like take chunks out of his hair after. Okay, let's move on to Charlotte. Also, this is gonna be very random. I've watched, what is it called? A bunch of musicals last year, like at the end of last year, from Star Kids. Sometimes some of the songs are just stuck in my brain. And I feel like me just saying Charlotte's name reminds me of that one part in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Because the way he says it, it's so funny. I realized I didn't really do her sleeves, so I'm gonna have to put those in later. But I did block it out with the initial gray color. Or brighter pink. Pink hair is sometimes just difficult for me to color. And she has nice kind of more green forward, but kind of more still kind of turquoise kind of eyes. I guess they're more green than turquoise, but okay, so with all of them kind of like more or less colored, let's go ahead and merge these colored ones all down. Then we'll alpha lock my sketch and we can adjust some of these colors. Like a lot of the face area, I want them to be kind of softer and lighter. And then as we start to render, I'll darken up some parts of it to make them stand out. So I think just this kind of done very simply like this, I think we could probably just move on. Yeah, let's go ahead and merge this down. So now that they're all on one layer right here, I'm gonna duplicate this just because maybe I want to see the before and after it was rendered. So let's go ahead and un-alpha lock this, and we're gonna shave down everything on the outsides first, and then we'll get to the actual rendering because I want to kind of fix some of these areas. Okay, let's start with rendering. So we'll start with probably these three and then we'll work our way back up. So one thing that's like gonna make it a little bit easier for me to render is just to darken up certain lines so that they stand out a little bit more compared to everything else around it. I feel like these are just like small fixes. So, I don't think did I talk about this? I don't think I did. Have any of you guys ever played Overcooked? Because me and my friends literally, I don't know if it's because we were delirious. Probably because like a lack of sleep, but also like I tried soju for like the first time, and makgeolli. It was nice, but I just don't like drinking alcohol. I just don't. I just hate the taste of it. We played Overcooked for 5 hours. I think 5 hours? Whatever, is 10 o'clock till 2 a.m. Even though my friend had training the next day. I also realized that Sungwan's birthday is coming up. I don't know what I want to do for 17 portraits for their birthdays this year. Our Dawn is Hotter Than Day will forever be one of my favorite songs. It puts me in such like a good mood. Just because I saw a YouTube short no, it wasn't a YouTube short. There's an artist I follow that does amazing gouache paintings. I think they mostly do like landscape and like, I think it's mostly landscape, but I love watching them do foliage and stuff. But they uploaded a video recently of them doing like ceramic clay making of like art supplies. Some people might know who I'm talking about because it'll be a fairly recent video. I don't know how to pronounce their username because I think it's a two-part username. I don't know if it's like their actual name, but I can't pronounce it, so I do apologize. If I remember to, I'll put it into the description. But I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, clay. Like clay to make your own kind of like ceramic dishes and stuff, which I think is super awesome. But I was thinking, I don't have a kiln, or I don't know anybody who owns like a kiln or like have like a pottery studio or anything like that to fire your ceramics, so I wouldn't be able to glaze it and stuff. So I was thinking, is there a way for me to do it with air dry clay? Because I have plenty of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make myself a gouache palette or a painting palette. I'll put like acrylic sealant thing on it so that hopefully it won't what is it called? Get damaged and it won't absorb the water from the paint. But I might look into getting a matte one because I looked up a video and this person did it with like beautiful speckled. Oh, who is it? Oh, I'm trying to remember. They're also an artist I really like, but they did like a speckled patterned air dried clay kind of paint palette. It looks so nice with the matte finish. So I want to look into getting a matte finish sealant of some sort, because I would love to make a paint palette for myself, but also another person, because they also are wanting to get more into gouache painting. Also, that friend is the same friend who gave me a coaster for me to paint on, and she painted me a cute kind of clover design on one, because I feel like he needs the most help right now. And I will get to the Linny and Lynette piece. I just want to look more into, I think it's just because I want to do more digging into references and planning out the composition for it to work out. Also, one song I really love, since I was talking about Seungwon earlier today, his song for like the, what is it called? An OST for a K-drama. There's one called The Reason, and I love that one so much. I want to do another Genshin randomizer, but maybe do the expressions with them. I think that could be fun. I think I just want to do more chibi stuff. Gonna make these dark, like the inside of the ribbon or the bow. Okay, so new layer, and we'll add a quick outline of white all the way around. Okay, I did an outline, this little squiggle. Yeah, I think that's it for today's little session. I'll make sure to put the little chibi versions for all of these different ones. So we have Lynette, Fremine, and Linny, our Fontaine siblings. Then we have Riceley, and then we have Charlotte. So we'll do a quick time lapse, and I think that's it for today's video though. Hope you guys enjoyed kind of this longer sketch with me when I draw, as I draw some of the little Genshin chibis and kind of my style. It's probably too hard to see at this point, but I'll make sure to put the final picture at the very end, at least, or I'll take screenshots of these ones. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video, and I'll talk to you guys on Monday with the next video. Bye!